Hey guys, welcome back. So, the last time I talked about three ways of handling expectation, I got a lot of feedback from people. A lot of people were talking about expectations and they were asking now, how do you handle expectations from yourself? Because the last time we talked about handling expectations from others. But in this case, were more concerned about what they expect of themselves. Like, those things you told yourself you were going to do at 25, those things you said you were going to achieve at 23, those things you plan to achieve at 22, at 20. Once again, have just few things to say about it. In all honesty, the reason why this is a problem is because of the desire for validation. Now, validation is not a bad thing. To get validation for what you're doing is actually not a bad thing. It's mostly what helps you to continue. It's what keeps you moving. It's what keeps you pushing, right? Once you know that what you're doing is worth people's time, it's getting recognition, you would be motivated to put in more effort, to put in more time, or to put in more of yourself into it. Now, it's true that it is your goal, it is your dream, it is your vision, but I don't think there's any vision that comes to reality without people. So somehow people's validation from people is so pivotal. So I can now say that there are three things I would advise you to do in order to handle expectations from yourself. I'll tell you a story. Before my last birthday, I was I was really down, not physically but emotionally and maybe mentally, because about 2 weeks before that time, the more the day got closer, I got even more scared. Reason being that there are so many things I had in mind I was going to be achieving at that year. There were so many things I had in mind, I had planned that I was going to be doing by that time. There's so many things I wished I put work into to see that by that time I was going to be achieving some major moves, making some major moves. But just like everybody else, we dream, we make plans, we make goals, but all of a sudden life happens, and life doesn't happen to you in the sense that it kicks you off, but reality shows you that it's not that easy, right? It's not as easy as you think. So there's actually so much more work that goes into creating your reality than you actually think. They said if wishes were horses, even beggars would ride. So the idea is that those expectations we had, those goals, those dreams we had were so much, and because you felt, I'm dreaming big, so you, for some reasons, you feel like, we'll make them, everybody will go make them last, right? But at the end of the day, you keep toiling and hustling and grinding, and then nothing comes out, and then you're feeling down. I understand. Seriously, I understand that feeling, and I think that is where the problem is. Because most people asking that questions from from the responses I got were people that are actually putting in some work in some field, in some industry. So there are three things I would say you should do to be able to handle these expectations. Number one, take a break. Now, if you've worked and your expectations is getting the better of you, it's making you sad, you're beginning to feel like, no, no. Just once in a while, rest. The reason you should do that is because breaks help you to navigate better. They help you to see clearer, right? They help you to see further than what you were seeing. It's the reason why in games, in sport, especially those long time sports, you have intermittent breaks. Basketball has like 3 breaks in between. Football has like 1 break in between. Now, that is for you to go back, calm down, look at what you've done in the first half, and realign, and then come back again with fresh energy. The moment you begin to feel overwhelmed by what you're doing, and especially when you're not seeing the result, take a break. Calm down. Seriously, calm down. Seriously, calm down. So take a break and recalibrate, take new, make your plans, like strategize, look at things you've done and see where you've made mistakes and errors, and try to correct those mistakes and come back. All right. The second thing you should do is celebrate your little wins. Now, because you had this dream that at 25 you'd have a house in Lekki or a house in Gwarimpa, Asokoro, and all of that, and you have a car, blah blah blah, those stuffs, and then at 24 you are still looking for who will buy you data, does not mean that you've not done some amazing things before. The truth is, you have actually done so much that you may not have been taking note of. You see, I learned the beauty of recognizing little effort and giving credit for those little things you've done, or taking credit when you've done little things. When you appreciate those little wins, when you appreciate the little effort you're making, the little results you're getting, when you celebrate those little wins, you somehow are able to build capacity for a bigger win. Do you know why? Because your brain wants reward. Your mind, it's looking for the reward. So if I can get small tasks done and I get a reward, then I can actually, since I'm getting reward for just this thing that is little, I'm sure that the reward for something bigger will be bigger. Now, your brain would want that thing that is bigger. So automatically what it does is it gives you the time, it gives you the energy, because your body doesn't want to do what is stressful. But when it knows that something in front is going to make the stress worth it, it's going to be patient. That's how you trick your brain into doing tough jobs, into doing hard work, right? You put a reward in front. So the reward can be that celebration process. You get a little result. Maybe for this month you had bumper sales, and then you say, 2 days at the end of the month, I won't do anything. I'm just going to watch movies, eat good food, hang out with my friends, and all of that. These are the type of things your body wants. So the moment you have set that thing there, your body is pushing everything, because it knows that it cannot get that reward without getting the job done. So it's like, guy, it will be waking you up. Guy, let's work now. You will notice that you have this enormous energy from somewhere. Like every time you sit down, you're getting more work done. I do it a lot. And I'm telling you from personal experience, it works absolutely. Number 3 thing is, take note of these 3 things I want you to always remember. Number 1, slow progress is also progress. Number 2, you don't have anything to prove to anyone except you. Number 3, all you need is present in you. So you don't need to look elsewhere for what you're looking for. Number 4, it's a process. You see, this part is very, very important for you to remember, because not all seeds become trees. The reason why not all seeds become trees is mainly because not all seeds go through the process of fermentation, dying, and being buried in the soil. You see, under the soil is dark, is dirty, is uncomfortable, it is so annoying. It's depressing even. But it has a place for forming you. In every seed lies the capacity to become a tree. The potential to become a tree is embedded in that seed. But the seed needs to go through a process that makes him know that I need to shed something off to give birth to something new. Alright? So the truth is, you're not doing so bad. You're just going through the process. There is so much more, only if you can actually stay through that process. You have to be formed. You have to go through that process of sacrifice, of investing in yourself, of planting. Here's the analogy I usually use for my team. When a farmer plants the seed in his hand, What does this farmer feed on while the farmer is waiting for the seed he planted to grow and become food for him to eat? One of the times one of my team members said the remaining one in his hand. Really, what the farmer feeds on is hope, waiting, knowing that I have planted and I will reap. Knowing that these seasons of hunger would be rewarded when this plant becomes a food for me, becomes food for me. So I'm saying to you, you are more or less that farmer. So I really hope that was useful. I really hope that was helpful for you guys.